Hi there. Continuing on with my videos where I ask my higher self a question and then take the answer down in automatic writing. In actual fact, with me it's automatic typing. I asked the following question and got the following answer. Bear with me as I read it and get this message across to you. Here's the question by me. What would be the most practical way to bring a state of peace between two warring nations? The war being based primarily on the religious beliefs. I'll say the question again. What would be the most practical way to bring a state of peace between two warring nations, the war being based primarily on religious beliefs? Here's the answer I got. Response. You've asked a lulu of a question here, Tom. Religious beliefs being one of the key reasons peoples of various nations find it so hard to, and then I've made a mistake, resolve would be the word, resolve their differences and live in harmony. So I'll repeat that again. You've asked a lulu of a question here, Tom. Religious beliefs being one of the key reasons people of various nations find it so hard to resolve their differences and live in harmony. Well, we haven't been told anything new here, but still, continuing on. Of course, there is a way. Several ways, in fact. For example, if there is economic advantage to do so is one, though it would only last as long as these economic advantages remained. The second and more long-lasting way would be to have them living together in a sort of forced condition in which they have to at least resolve their differences if they're to survive their circumstances. We see that when there is a dramatic occurrence, such as a fire, flood, or earthquake. This is when people tend to rally and help one another despite their religious beliefs. The best and most difficult is to persuade people that it is in their best interests and those of others to whom they are generally opposed to ally themselves against a common foe. Now, if that foe is an alien race from outer space, this could be done in a flash, so to speak. But to do so within the same species, the same world, it could be done if everyone combines to overcome, say, a virulent virus. And that without combining to combat the cause, all would lose both their fight and their lives. That's a difficult sentence, I'll read it again. But to do so within the same species, the same world, it could be done if everyone combines to overcome, say, a virulent virus. And that without combining to combat the cause, all would lose both the fight and their lives. And the final two paragraphs read as follows. The only other way is for a critical mass of people to realise the truth of what you all are, a part of me, the God of all. Once that happens, and it is on the way to happening now, and far more quickly than most humans realise, humankind will have turned that critical corner of leaving war, hatred and fears that go along with it behind. Your job, Tom, and that of countless others, is to help bring that state about. Pretty profound stuff. It all came off the automatic typewriter, so to speak. I hope it's of some value to you. Different reasons given, but the main one, we've got to change ourselves en masse before we can change the world.